Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today? Good.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
I'm drinking my coffee right now, but at least I am more aware than last week where I was kind of out of it.
Yeah.
So
How long did that last? Your little recovery.
It was just Saturday. After Sunday, I felt fine. So it was just Saturday where I was groggy and sore and stuff. So
good.
Let's see who's here. So we have Benjamin, Hillary, Kay. Kay might be coming on in a week or so to talk about something. I won't spoil the surprise, but she'll come on to talk about something. Tommy, hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Kathy.
Hi, Mom.
Alesh, Lynette, Thomas. Unless you just pop in here, man. Just do it. Put on your shirt and pop in. Nancy, Chris. So I guess Chris says me being out of it is normal. So if I am in it. So that's who's watching. Well, thank you everybody for watching. It's gonna be a fun live cast. Mag's got her M&Ms. Oh, hi Jonathan. Hi Betsy. I'm drinking my coffee in my WikiTree mug.
There you go. I'm going to drop it straight down. You ready?
Go ahead. It's from Mindy. It's like one of those games where you get the little basket to catch the... So we got... Anything exciting?
Hello,
anything exciting happening? My orange clothes are in whatever that...
Yeah.
In that place that starts with the L.
Where's my Slovenian teacher when I need her?
Ljubljana?
Maybe.
You know, and you and I have both probably heard the name of his town so many times.
Probably. Hi, Mira. Mira saying hi too. Hi, Mira.
Hey, Mira.
Oh, Nancy's feeling lonely. Well, sending hugs your way, Nancy.
Lots of hugs. And
hello, Leah. She's on Facebook.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I just noticed what Jonathan said. That's crazy cool.
Triplets in the 1766. But they didn't survive.
Aww.
None of them, I guess. I guess, yeah, back then, multiple births were more tricky.
Yes.
Than it is now.
Can you imagine how big you would be with triplets and not having the medical?
And back then there really wasn't C-sections. You usually had to push them out for the most part.
So it's a beautiful day here in Ottawa.
Yes, here too in Kentucky, Megs.
We always find
a boomer later today.
What?
The weather, it's good.
Yes. The weather. It's nice, and I was laying out by the pool yesterday. Nice and sunny.
Not.
Yes, I did.
Did you not work yesterday?
Well, after work. It's sunny until like 8 p.m. here, so I can just,
It's sunny here till like 9 because we're more north than you.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's almost my bedtime and it's still light outside.
Yeah. Something we all have in common: weather and dead ancestors.
It's true.
Calling it, Mindy. Did you do that? Did you grab that?
No, I did.
Sarah was actually really quick on that one.
I'm quick. So today we're gonna do little things a little bit out of order because Mindy can only be with us for the first half.
No.
Oh yeah, Mags, you missed that part, but so we'll just go ahead and do our quick little WikiTree challenge update before we go on to the rest of it. So right now we're working on Devin Noel Lee. So
which should be interesting.
It is.
Why do you say that?
Just because Devin she has a big personality. She's wonderful.
She does. She is so bubbly and fun to talk to. She really is.
She's always smiling. She's always bouncing.
She mentioned you in the livecast on Wednesday, Mags.
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you bothered her to get on WikiTree, I think.
I did. I even grabbed her to come on a livecast with us when we were at Rootstack. She happened to be walking by, and I said, Devin,
wow.
What was that? That's right. Because her booth was right by ours. Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. That was fun. Yeah, I remember. So
people are having fun with her branches. It's taken us a little bit to, get them fleshed out and filled out to where we can get to some more of those brick walls. But I will say that we have Dieter working this week really hard. So you know what that means. And a lot of United States records. So for anybody out in the audience that, hasn't joined in yet, please come in and look. We got plenty of places you can work.
What are some of her surnames?
What are some of her surnames? She has a lot of them.
Yeah.
She actually does. I'd have to look because I've been working on a Kramer line.
Kramer?
Yes.
And who's I was thinking more of the German because Dieter.
Oh yeah. I haven't actually looked at what his lines were yet a lot, but Zumstein, and he worked Molter, and he worked the Muellers so far.
Muellers, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so lots of good stuff happening this week. Have we gotten any? Do we have any bounty points yet?
We have some.
We have some. Oh.
And we have already over 27 people participating to some extent. So nice. That's good. And we've had a lot of people come in and doing individual things like looking for land deeds. Thank you, Greg. We need more people to write biographies. She really wants to see some good narrative on some of these profiles, just to look at other people's writing style. So I'm hoping we get, several people that get out there and just do a great job on it.
Yeah, that's what she does. She likes to write stories, yes. So she wants to see how we write stories. So let's do it. Let's impress another guest star with our wonderful skills.
I have to say that, and I think I've said this every week, is that I get so much feedback because of this, Mindy. It's incredible, this, and great for Chris Witten to come up with the idea. And I'm just so impressed with how you have picked this up and carried this. And this has been an incredibly productive and noteworthy experience for all of the people in the professional genealogy fields. So many people let me know how excited they are that they got to be on.
That's great though. And it's been a lot of fun. I mean, we're still having fun with it, and the part of it that's extra fun is that not like with your own tree where you get places and you're like, well, I'm kind of stuck there and I'm kind of stuck there. Every week we get a brand new tree to just go out and go wild on. So, you get as much as you can. And then guess what? Next week you have a brand new tree to just get out there and find all that fun stuff for. So yeah, it's been a blast.
So it's a good time, and every Wednesday, guys, Wednesday, you might, all of you might know, but Wednesdays we always have our guest stars on. We interview them, we show them what we found. So tune into those, and they're all recorded. You can watch them all. They're on YouTube and Facebook. So
on the WikiTree channel.
On the WikiTree channel. We do have a specific playlist for the WikiTree challenge, and all of them are there. And I think I put them at the top of the channel so you can easily find them.
And if you're working, and you just made me think of it, if you want to go to the Spotify, type in WikiTree playlist, you'll find almost 70 hours, 50, 60, 70 hours of music nonstop.
It's a collaborative playlist.
It is.
So Diane, on Wednesdays it's usually at 8 p.m. Eastern time, but every once in a while we'll change the time to accommodate for a guest if they're in a different time zone. Like we've done 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I know for Nathan we're doing a little bit earlier as well.
When is Nathan going to be on?
He's next week, but I don't think he'll be on next Wednesday, maybe. But he'll be on for the wrap up, and that's when we're doing the time earlier.
That's too bad. That's too bad. He's
Why?
so fun. He's so cute.
Oh.
Max likes reading his books.
I do.
He's the first guest that we've had so far that his entire maternal and paternal side come from the same country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's pretty rooted in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of his books are historically close to where he lives and where he grew up. So that's fun.
Yeah, I was telling the team the England people that are already experienced from the England project, they're going to be really, really busy. And the rest of us, we're just going to have to start learning those skills because that's a lot of ancestors for just them to cover.
Yeah.
That's
so
Nathan Dillon Goodwin, if you guys are wondering who Nathan is. Nathan Dillon Goodwin.
Yep, he's a crime genealogy writer.
Well, he's a genetic genealogy writer, and all of his books are about him solving genetic genealogy mysteries, which is fun. But his latest book, he started a new series. The first book is a series based on a specific person, and the new series are based in the U.S. and they're about investigative genetic genealogy. So doing crime scene or crime investigation for genetic genealogy. I was reading Hillary's note.
She's trying to connect herself. Well, don't wait for his week, Hillary.
Yes, wait for his week, Hillary.
Don't do it yet.
Yeah, that'll be interesting week of all the ancestors being from the same place. But who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find. Maybe we'll solve a mystery. I don't know.
Well,
who knows what we'll find?
Like last week, we had that one Denmark person show up, and that was shocking. That was on the Norway half of the tree.
Is that Devon's?
Yeah, that's not on
no,
Devon's. That was in Scott's.
I was getting ready to say you're releasing secrets.
No, I'm not telling any secrets.
Secrets are kept until Wednesday. Unless you're like involved and like if you're part of the challenge.
You're in the know.
In the know. Okay. So that was our update on the WikiTree challenge. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I guess we will go on to the rest of our segments. Our question of the week this week. Max was overwhelmed by the answers.
I so was. I need to get my screen set up here. Here we go. There we go.
So what was our question of the week? I think it was a fun one.
It was, and there were a lot of answers. I'm gonna pull this up. Gotta get rid of us. There we go. Make that bigger. The question of the week, how fun was this? 90 answers. 90 answers. There's 5 pages of answers for people to go look at. And there were lots of great answers and lots of great back and forth. I love the answer that said, well, I'll show you when we get to it. There's lots of pictures too, which I know is going to make Sarah happy. My husband was a C-141 pilot in the Air Force during Vietnam. This is from Alexis Nelson. And he also flew helicopters, but this isn't him. This isn't a picture of Alexis's husband. This is a picture of his first cousin once removed. This is like one of AJ Jacobs, my first cousin's sister's brother's first cousin's sister-in-law. So this was Alexis's husband's first cousin once removed, Joe Elizabeth Nelson, who married Jack J. Catton. So she put up a picture of this aviator. He was well known for flying the first B-29 across the Pacific to the Mariana Islands in 1944. That's pretty nifty keen. And there were a lot of people who got involved there was a lot of back and forth and conversation about a lot of the postings. And the one was that my brother-in-law was stationed where her husband was stationed. And then they start talking and like they meet each other on this. This is so cool. My Uncle Bud, this is from K Knight. Hey, Kay.
Yay.
My Uncle Bud, Martin Anthonson, began flying in 1935. In 1936, he established the Anthonson Airport, the second airfield in Onondaga County, New York. I don't know how to pronounce that. In the grass field, 1,250 feet long, with a road at one end, a driveway through the middle. Wouldn't the driveway through the middle be a little bit problematic when you're landing aircraft? Just saying. Anyway, it's really cool. And then she's got a picture of the board and the picture of the runway. If you've never seen a grass airfield, they're really fun looking. They look like a really nice, I want to get my golf clubs out and hit some balls. But what I really thought was neat about this, I told you a lot of people were going back and forth in some of the comment sections. Chris Whitten thought it was really neat that K Knight's family had built this airport. That's cool. Janet Gunn, her great uncle Alan Meacham was a Royal Naval Air Force Air Service. Nice. And this is a fun one. It's fun, but Thomas Kerneline. Thomas, are you here today?
Yeah, I saw him.
I have an uncle and some other relatives who've been associated with flying, but my personal favorite is a story about a man who wanted to become an aviator, but never managed to achieve that goal. My great-grandfather, Irvin John Kerneline, had long fascination with aviation, wanted to study flying, get a pilot's license, but he enlisted into the Army, into the field artillery during World War I. And before he could chase after that goal of becoming an airman, at the close of the war, he entered a program allowing American soldiers in France to study. So he studied aerodynamics in hopes that it might help him become a pilot. However, when he returned home, he never realized his goal. And so, however, he gave up on what had once been his dream. He still hoped he might be able to impart his love of flying on his son, which is why when my grandfather was less than 2 years old, IJ had him taken up in an open air cockpit plane, which cured him from ever wanting to fly again as well. How about that? That would cure me. My uncle was a pilot. He took me out flying, and I've actually flown his plane when he was flying. So that was fun. As a kid, flying an airplane, you're like, really? I can fly this? What? I was never allowed to land or take off. No. With my luck, there'd be somebody driving across the grass field in a car. Let's see, Navy pilots. Guess who belongs to this fella?
Oh, that picture looks familiar.
Yeah. Shh. See if anybody can guess who. And don't say it out loud because you know who you are because you're in here. Who does this picture look like?
I think I know who. I know it.
Let's take one of our favorite WikiTreeers, pop a hat, a scarf, and a pipe in his mouth. And he's in the chat. You've got lots of hints now.
I know. I think I know. I've seen this.
Robert Hamill is the grandfather of Chris Variello.
I knew it. That's why he said it was the best. He said he had the best one.
How about that? He was a staff sergeant for the U.S. Air Corps. Nice. He got a good conduct medal, 5 bronze loops, American campaign medal. He's got so many medals, I can't even mention them all. How cool is that? What is this? Hot aviators. This is from Lynn Sarah Galbranson. Not aviators, but duck hunters. Hunting ducks with the aid of an airplane. Dr. C.W. Bryant, Bert Simmons, and Ira Reeves left Friday evening for Colusa and Glenn counties, where they will hunt ducks. They've engaged an airplane in advance. The airplane will scare up the ducks, and the 3 will do the shooting. Now, I'm assuming that they're going to be on the ground, that the plane's going to come in and get the ducks riled up, and then the men are going to shoot it. Just hope the plane is far, far away. Interesting concept. I like this one. This was from My Dad Was Too Young for World War II, from M. Ross. He was in the RAF in the early 50s as a medical officer, but never got to fly. And so as he aged, they ended up being able to get him to go up once they had done some restoration of some planes in Hamilton. So he got to go fly in a Lancaster bomber. How about that? That's pretty cool. Another fun one. I'm not 100% sure this is really qualifies, but this is my great grandfather with his one and only plane. His name was Fullerton George Gordon Armstrong, but known as Gordon Armstrong, an engineer and entrepreneur in Beverly in East Riding of Yorkshire in 1910. He took to the air for the first time and last time. He flew from Beverly's Westwood in a single second-hand Blériot aircraft into which he had fitted a 25 horsepower Anzenzi. I don't think I would try and fly anything that I just added a plane to. Really?
Jetta is here with us.
Yeah, Judah's here. I see that. He crashed it. He crashed on his first flight. So that was his first and his last aircraft. So that was fun. Thank you, Judah. That was great. I'm going to bounce over. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm showing the ones. If you've got photographs with these, it makes it way more interesting. Just saying. Some of the stories are just fabulous, but having the pictures, at least it makes Sarah happy. Second Lieutenant Lauren M. Davis, or Davis, of the 447th Bomb Group, corresponded with my grandfather, Wallace K. Swanson, as part of General Motors' Ride-a-Fighter program during World War II. And Catherine Hondros, you're so cool. She has researched Lauren's service and family tree in hopes of finding a living relative to give the letters that were written to her grandfather. Isn't that cool? I just think that's so cool. WikiTree really connects people. Let's see. I had that on one. My grandfather, this is from Duran Jacobs. Yes, my father, John Jacobs, was a World War pilot in World War II, flying as a very young man because his mother gave him a birthday present for flying lessons. How cool is that? So he got an aeronautical PhD and went on to work in the precursor to the astronauts program. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I think I had that on the one I wanted to talk about.
There's way too many answers for us to talk about them all, guys.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
If we had hours and hours to talk.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So I thought this was a nice picture. This is Rudolph Eugene Broft, Second Lieutenant Aviation Section, Signal Corps, 1914, trained pilot in the U.S. and Europe, 1917. I don't know how to the Daedalian order. I have no idea what that is. But anyway, that's cool. Cool picture. The best picture of all this week, though, no offense, Chris, the best story, the best picture is this one. My grandmother's brother, Lieutenant Colonel Reginald Lemond Benwell, Aviator Certificate 165, 1911. He imported the first aeroplane, a British box kite, into India, and it was suggested for Army development. But the best part of this whole story is that she's recently met Reggie's great-granddaughter because of WikiTree. Wow. Isn't that cool?
Who posted that one?
What's that?
Who posted that one?
That's from John Thompson.
Oh, okay. Cool.
In that, so we had lots of really great suggestions, lots of great stories, lots of great photographs for the question.
I love photographs.
But I love there were so many like WikiTree connections going on too. So.
Yeah. That's really what the question, all of these, the question of the week and stuff, it gets you thinking about your ancestors, making connections, writing about them. So, because maybe something you had maybe in the back of your mind kind of brings it forward and gets you to work on that. So I think that's really cool. Now, so kind of in this, our profiles of the week are kind of in a similar theme to our question of the week. And I think it's a really cool, I think it's super cool profiles of the week. Because I've been to NASA so many times.
That's because you're a space cadet.
I actually wanted to be an aerospace engineer for a while, so I could.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, because I also live right by, I live in Florida. The space NASA's is right there.
When the rockets, when they have launches, do you get to see the rockets going up?
I saw one once because I saw a launch once, which was pretty cool. So, our profiles of the week, we decided to do astronauts because Michael Collins, Apollo 11 astronaut who recently passed away on April 21st. Wow, April 28th, sorry. He's from Italy. He's Italian, Chris. So, born in 1930 in Italy. He flew on Gemini 10 mission. Oh, bye, Mindy.
Bye, Mindy.
Yeah, she has a prior engagement she has to go to.
Don't forget to post how close you are to people in the chat, and I'll put it up. I'm 17 from Michael. He's my closest.
My mom's gonna be excited about my closest connection because through her. So Michael Collins flew on the Gemini 10 mission in 1966 and flew on the Apollo 11 in 1969, and he retired from NASA in 1970. And from 1971 to 1978, he was the director of the National Air and Space Museum. That's cool. I'm really excited about these profiles, guys.
Yeah.
So next we have a lot of most of them are United States based, just because we have the NASA's here and stuff. But we do have a couple of the first one, he was from Italy, so there you go. So Judith Resnick. A lot of them we have featured have died during the Challenger mission, unfortunately. So Judith Resnick was born in Ohio in 1949, died in Florida in 1986. She flew on the Discovery STS-41, and she was an American engineer and a NASA astronaut who was part of the Challenger mission. And we have a few of those profiles. And look, she has Jewish roots. She got her PhD in electrical engineering. Very cool. Next, we have Ellison Onizuka from Hawaii. Born in Hawaii in 1946 and also was part of the Space Challenger that was destroyed in 1986. He flew also on the Discovery STS. These numbers don't mean anything to me, but I'm going to read them off anyway. STS-51C as MS-1, and he was also an aerospace engineer. Next on our list, Michael Philip Anderson, born in New York in 1959 and died over Texas in 2003. He was a U.S. Air Force payload commander teaching pilots how to fly refueling aircraft at Plattsburgh Air Force Base in New York when NASA chose him as one of only a handful of black astronauts. In 1998, he flew on Endeavour STS-89, and in 2003, he flew on the Columbia, and he died when Columbia broke apart during re-entry. Pretty cool. I like how we have all their badges on their profiles. I like that. Next, we have Sally Ride, an American physicist and astronaut. She became the first American woman in space in 1983, and she was the third woman in space overall, the first two being from the Soviet Union. She flew on 2 Challenger missions. She was born in Los Angeles and died in California in 2012. She co-founded the Sally Ride Science, a nonprofit organization aiming to inspire upper elementary and middle school students with a particular focus on encouraging girls to pursue careers in STEM. Awesome. Next, we have Wubbo Johannes Ockels. I think I did that good. I think I did that right. Born in the Netherlands in 1946, he was a Dutch physicist, aviator, and astronaut of the European Space Agency. He died, excuse me, in 2014 in the Netherlands. He survived a leptospirosis infection in 1982 and the journey into space in 1985, an aircraft crash in Lille in 1989, and a heart attack in 2005. So he was a lucky man. And
Isn't leptospirosis the flesh-eating disease?
I think so. That was a fancy term for it, I think. So, very cool. Okay. Next, we have probably one of the more famous astronauts, Neil Armstrong. And he's been featured as a profile before. So he was born in Ohio in 1930. He served in the Korean War and joined NASA's astronaut program in 1962, which led his command position to the Gemini 8 program in 1966. He landed and walked on the moon with Buzz Aldrin as part of Apollo 11 crew on July 20th, 1969. So, first man on the moon. That's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind.
Betsy, you have to fill in all your trees so you can get connected. And you'll have more of these people to be connected to.
Yeah, all of mine are always through my paternal grandmother's side, usually. Every once in a while.
You got your mom today.
Yeah, I do. I'll show you guys. My
No respect, woman.
Yeah, supposedly, says my mom. Well, we won't talk about that. So next we have Gus Grissom. He was one of the original NASA Project Mercury astronauts, and he was the second American to fly in space and the first member of the NASA Astronaut Corps who flew into space twice. He was killed along with fellow astronauts while performing pre-launch tests before he would have been his third trip to space. So he died in Florida in 1967. You know, all of these, it's really sad, but all of these, you know, people, they led to the development of, you know, us going into space, and, you know, fortunately, a lot of them passed away during their travels. Like another one, Sharon McAuliffe. Thank you. McAuliffe. She was also another one who was part of. Say that one more time.
She was the teacher in space.
Oh yes, Chris said that he
has connections to her.
Yes, and then from her. Sorry, my brain and my tongue are working at different paces.
He was in the first grade, and they were watching the launch, and he saw it explode.
Because she was from his part of town. So, born in Boston, she was to be a very special mission specialist on the Challenger space shuttle and the first teacher to hold class in orbit. And she died during the Challenger mission as well. So many awesome profiles this week.
Yeah.
Next we have Dick Scobie, born in Washington State in 1939. He enlisted in the Air Force in 1957 and awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. In 1984, he flew in the Challenger mission, and then in 1986, he was also part of that Space Shuttle Challenger that was destroyed during the launch. Then we have our last one, Edward White. He was born in Texas in 1930, and he was a pilot for Gemini 4, a 66 Revolution 4-day mission, June 3rd to June 7th, 1965. And on Gemini 4, Edward White became the first American to walk in space. He was killed along with fellow astronauts while performing a pre-launch test over Florida in 1967.
Benjamin's talking about Werner von Braun, who was a German rocket scientist who, after the war, became the leader of NASA and helped get NASA to the moon.
Ooh. And for us to walk on the moon. So those are our profiles of the week. So I wanted to show how is everybody connected to everybody? Were they talking about that?
They were. I was trying to put them up as they were going.
So I think
people were very touched about the Challenger accident.
Yeah. I think it's this one. No, not that one. Then I had the other one. There's one word through my mom.
Is that Michael Collins?
Unless something changed.
It was Mike Collins.
It wasn't. That wasn't through my mom. That was through my dad.
Oh no, sorry.
Who was it? Who was it?
Thank you, Benjamin.
I promised there was one through my mom. Unless somebody made some more connections and something changed, which is highly possible. Oh wait, Edward White? That's new. Sorry, I guess some more connections were made, and now it wasn't. Not anymore.
That was Mike Collins, but she says that through her father, Joe.
I think maybe more connections were made or something. Let's see through the maternal line. Maybe that's. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. There was one, I promise. But I don't know where it went. I was so excited, but I thought it was one of the closer ones. Okay. Well, and those are it. Yeah, I don't remember the. Yeah, I wasn't even born, to be honest. I was not born yet when the Challenger accident happened.
I was walking out the door, and a friend said, "Wait, they're getting ready to launch." I stepped back in the door just in time to hear "Go for throttle up" and see it, and I was like, I will never forget that. It was crazy. It was crazy. Sad. We have a group of quirky, weird genetic genealogists who get together every time there's a launch of anything. So if there's a rocket launch, we will all go online and watch it together. So that's fun. That's fun.
My dad keeps track of when the
satellites come over, and
the satellites, and also I forgot the one that's just in space all the time. The people. Yes, there we go. So he keeps, when it's like, oh, it's gonna pass over, you'll be able to see it.
Charles Platt says he's 20 degrees from Michael Collins. We must be related to a lot of people too, because they're all related to the same people we are, Sarah. And Joe. Yeah.
It's the southern roots would probably get us.
Hey, Sarah.
Yes.
Were there some cool photos of the week?
Yes, there were.
They were space related. That's surprising.
I don't know. The theme is favorites. So it would be interesting to see what people chose as a photo for favorite, depending on their interpretation of it. So let's go. There's 53 to look at. This is the last thing we got to do, so we can take the last 20 minutes, just look at photos. Unless anybody has questions or want to talk about something else. But we can look at photos. Maybe they picked their favorite photo, or their favorite ancestor, or their favorite pet, or their favorite location. So, I don't know.
Oh, isn't that a cute little bit? Look at the shoes. Look at her shoes.
That is adorable.
They're little rabbits.
And the attitude in her face.
I'm in my favorite bathrobe and pajamas, and I am ready for COVID-19.
Oh, this is Frank. So in his attitude.
So I am all ready to go to work in my pajamas for all of 2020 and 2021.
The Adalbertus Szymanski family. I think I pronounced that pretty well. Thank you. From Poland. I think all this weekly stuff really helps me pronouncing with my
I think
phonics.
that we're going to start a drinking game that anytime you have to pronounce something, you can drink.
Coffee or
Well, I have coffee in my hand right now. It's early where I am.
well, same. Maybe for Benjamin, it's midnight for him. Or what time? I don't know what time it is for
Who
him.
posted this and what is it? That's a great picture.
It says manager of the Harvey System newsstand, and Alexis uploaded this one.
Let's see that picture. That's cool. So that's somebody back there standing there and there. Can you imagine working outside at a newsstand on the sidewalk? That looks like a boardwalk.
Mm.
And the heat and having to wear that high collar.
This was New Mexico too.
Whew. Nice.
That's cute in Rhode Island. Oh, George Ellsworth with the granddaughter Florence.
She had a fascinator on her head.
Is that what that's called?
That's what they're called now. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It looks like a
bow.
monster from Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Seymour.
Bob Ward, his wife Patricia, and his mother.
Nice mustache.
Photo was from the 1900. Orrin Dayton Smith, 1916. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Look at that wedding dress.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 1880s? 1890s?
1895. Winifred McCants. That's cute. The Johnsons.
I like that, Benjamin.
Looks like a
Benjamin
boomerang.
said the fascinator looked like somebody had a boomerang caught in their hair.
Ah, that's funny.
Nice car.
1919 in Texas. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Betsy. Betsy uploaded this one.
Nice.
You look so excited to be going to the United States. That's your grandfather, Betsy? Or your great-grandfather?
That is a great picture.
I do like that. So that's a selfie, but it's not a selfie. The selfie is the...
They could have put a timer on a camera.
Maybe. But I still consider selfies when you're like holding the camera.
Well, a self-portrait would be a selfie.
Terminology. Oh, that's her dad. That's her dad. Leaving Taipei to the United States. Oh, I've seen this photo before. Thomas put this in another one.
Yes, Kathy, add some more pictures.
Yes,
and Betsy Co says that is her dad leaving Taipei.
Yeah, I said that. Where were you?
I don't know where I was. I was obviously gone.
Mary Ann Stewart and Catherine Martin. Oh, he used it for the question of the week. There we go. For which one? I'm trying to remember. Build artist? It was for the artist one. I was trying to pinpoint where we saw that. Siblings.
Cute.
Oh,
Aww.
what's the cute one? California. William Thompson.
Nice.
That's probably their favorite photo, or they like sunsets or sunrises.
That's a beautiful picture.
Mm-hmm. It was just taken the other day.
Nice. May 11th.
Mm-hmm. Gathering sweet peas in Oregon in 1924. Urban breakdown. Looks like a drawing.
No, it's colorized.
Oh, no. Okay. It's interesting.
Why are they calling it a bourbon breakdown?
Maybe they broke down and had some bourbon.
I was going to say, but were they running bourbon?
Oh. That is the question. Oh, I like that one. That's cute.
That's cute.
Australia.
They had cute people in Australia too.
Everywhere else, everybody's ugly. Only in Australia are people cute. 1907 in Maine. I know I've said this many times, but don't forget to tag your people in the photos, not just upload them to the Free Space page, because we want to know who they are and who they're connected to.
Ernst Kelch.
1900 in Texas. The Niece family, the Kelch family. The Niece Kelch family. Oh. Last surviving first-generation members of William Theodore Schwartz family, son Bernie Schwartz, age 91, and daughter-in-law Mrs. Bill Schwartz, Arlene Middendorf. That's cute. Thomas Jefferson Poindexter.
That's a great log cabin behind them.
Mm-hmm.
You go bigger for that one?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's a great photo.
Mm-hmm. Frenzy family.
Listening to the radio.
Mm-hmm. In Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Family ensemble. That's a hard word. Got some violins and what's the bigger one called?
Cello or a bass?
Cello.
I can't really tell.
Oh, expecting their first child. How cute. It's like a baby bump photo.
It does. And she's even resting her hand there.
Were those common? Did a lot of people do stuff like that? I don't know. I've never really seen photos like that before. 1867.
No, not a specific baby picture like that. Baby bump.
Mm-hmm. Painter family wedding. Pennsylvania.
Wow. It's amazing to have those kind of photographs. Just amazing.
Another one from the same family. Painter family reunion. Oh, it's Christmas time. That's cute. It's a very happy baby.
Santa's coming. Those stockings are empty,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for them to be filled. Nice
Another
picture.
family reunion.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, horsies.
Horsies.
I like how they're really all spread out. Like,
Yeah.
very interesting.
And it's so symmetrical with a horse at each end.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you got
The guy on the right there took off his hat. Do you see how big that hat is?
yeah. Just to think it's like way bigger than his head. Like, looks like the size of this child.
Yeah. Let's put our kid in there. Alex says it's Corona distancing, social distancing.
Look at that hairdo. Ooh, another colorized one. The baby looks like it's floating in air. It's like this magical pillow suspended in time and space.
Ooh. I just don't like the colorized pictures. They just don't seem real once they're colorized.
Yeah. This was in South Africa too. Very cool.
Piggies.
Pig farmers. Got some big piggies and some little piggies.
Fun. Ooh.
Driving his new car.
In the
Now,
snow
with
the top down. Do you know how hard it is to put up those cloth tops in the really cold weather?
I would
very
assume
hard.
so.
It's very hard.
Grandmother Dorothy Hubbard McDonald.
Okay, we should do a comparison photo of the week where people do comparisons like that. That's a good idea. Maybe we could do that when you come on.
Maybe. That's not what we're going to be talking about.
Bears.
Yeah, that's not me. Just putting that out there. Sarah the day before her first haircut.
Sarah, I can't. Johnson.
Johnson. Mm-hmm.
Johnson.
That's cute, though. At SeaWorld in Southern California in 1989, approximately age 4. Cute.
Interesting comment from Kelly that she read that those group photos were meant to show the family's prosperity. Houses, horses. Isn't that interesting?
I can see that.
I too.
The George W. Fields family.
That's a big family.
I guess those photos are kind of like today when you post about your stuff on social media, show what you have and what you're doing and stuff. Those photos.
Decatur,
Illinois. And is that a goat?
Or
a lamb? Or
a lemur? Or not a lemur? Not
a lemur?
A llama. What is that?
No, that's not a llama. Llamas have long necks.
What is that animal?
The ears are short. What is it?
Somebody tell us.
Photo was taken by a traveling photographer. Interesting.
A goat. No, a lamb. I'm gonna go with lamb.
Because goats would have the antlers.
No, goats don't all have antlers.
True, but I don't know. If anybody can, a very unhappy dog.
Kay says it's a very unhappy dog.
That does not look like a dog, though.
Nancy,
or maybe I don't know.
Goat.
I think it's a goat. Yeah, I can believe goat. Because if
Goat.
you look at the hooves too, like they have hooves. This is a cute one.
You have to turn your head sideways to see it, though. Oh, that's a really good picture.
I do like that.
That is so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, I need a neck brace now.
There are goat carts. Everybody's agreeing with goat. Okay.
Goats.
Oh, it's taking a bit. Hold on. Thinking about it. The CKWX band.
Anticipation.
Come on, internet, work faster. So we got a cello. That's the big one. Then we have somebody with a tuba, accordion, got an oboe, a saxophone, a banjo, some trumpets, and a trombone maybe, and a piano.
Trombone.
I think isn't that guy holding in the back?
A trombone.
Yeah, I think so. Very cool.
I would say clarinet. 2 clarinets, 2 saxophones.
Well, this one I think is an oboe next to the sax. Maybe?
Nope, I think that's a clarinet. You forgot the accordion. Did you get the?
I said accordion. Where have you? You're missing everything I say, Max.
I'm missing. You know, I told you before we started that there was an issue.
Yes. Clarinet.
I want to know though, why is the guy holding the banjo have a violin? What do you call it? Where you play the violin with it? The
reed?
The horsehair bow.
Reed.
The bow. He and the saxophone. Oh, they're both holding violins as well.
Yeah, I see the violin. Yeah, I see the violin.
As well. Okay, good.
Oh, that was real close. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Nancy. Look at all these people trying to help me out. Your mom? This was her answer.
Stick. Oh, Betsy's a band director. Yeah, I think the oboe has that's what I was, the reed. The oboe has a reed. There we go. That's where reed was coming from.
Well, did you zoom in enough? Did we see it?
Oh, yeah, it looks like a clarinet. I just Googled pictures of oboe. Yeah, it's a clarinet.
It's making me think slightly of a klezmer band.
Oh, look, they have look at this. All of them at the bottom, it says what they are. A saxophone, a trumpet, a trombone, a cello, a violin and a banjo, violin and a saxophone. What's a saxophone? Which one is that? Saxophone. I'll look that up right now.
How was it spelled? That's
a
tuba.
Look at that. That's a saxophone. I guess I was thinking of a tuba, but it's a saxophone. I guess because you can't really see it back there, but saxophone. Part in the same family as a tuba. Learn something new every day. Okay, we spent a lot of time on that photo. Let's move on.
Kelly's finally answering the question. No, I was thinking that it would probably be Sousa as well. Pronounced Sousa, like it
still looks like salsa to me. So
composer named Sousa.
Sousaphone. Sousaphone. Sue's phone. Where is Sue and her phone?
Sue.
Okay, since we spent
everybody
what is going on? Oh my goodness gracious! What is going on here?
Murder and mayhem. Has to be a group of actors.
This is my favorite photo. I like that. Barger Pocahontas party? Interesting.
Okay.
I think it's a funny photo. This little kid is in a cat outfit, dog outfit, cow outfit. Oh, look. Birthday? Thanks, Christine.
Sousaphone.
By John Philip Sousa. Oh, look, he has a profile. Well, I guess we're gonna go look at that.
He does. He
So
plays
it's,
every 4th of July. You hear lots of John Philip Sousa. If you are an American.
Well, it looks like he needs his profile work done, Christine.
Ooh.
Better get on it. He's a picture. He was a leader of the U.S. Navy Band during World War I. In 1987, the U.S. Congress declared his Stars and Stripes forever the national march of the USA.
Yeah, that's
cool.
what's playing in my head right now. Is the
look he died in he died on my birthday where my family's from. That's pretty cool.
That's some sort of connection there.
He might be connected to me. Let's see. So we're getting real off.
Isn't that what people like, is when we go off on these weird little tangents?
Yes, it's true. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay,
She says thank you for assigning her that work.
You're welcome, Christine. You can assign it to somebody else. So that was the last ones. Okay. Those were all the photos. We learned something new about the sousaphone. Benjamin. On the day of my birthday, not the year. So
wow,
there we go.
People really like the music. It looks like we need to do a musical photo of the week.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
So we came up with 2. One was musical of the week, and the other one was what?
Airplanes, aviators.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know then.
That's what we just did.
Murder? Just kidding.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I don't know what the other one was.
We'll have to watch this back and we can
find out. We'll have to go back and watch it and
figure out what we talked about. Do you remember what we talked about? I'm having trouble with that.
So I don't remember. Maybe you were thinking about it by yourself. I don't remember being part of this conversation.
I said it.
Well, matching faces.
Christine says she's even still working on Friday night date night, which happens every 2 weeks with Julie Ricketts on Friday afternoons at 4:00 Eastern Standard or Daylight Time.
Yeah,
adding dates to those profiles.
Katie was on yesterday with her.
Yay!
And I think Kay figured it out for us, the matching faces. There we go.
People who look a lot alike.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kay. You're my friend forever, but you already know that.
Okay, so we've obviously gone over time. That's okay. I don't think any of you mind. Yeah, because we went into a tangent on sousaphones.
Lots of stuff. Lots
of stuff. Yeah. So unless anybody has questions, or if you guys just want to keep chatting, I don't know. If you have, what do you want to chat about? But it has to be kind of on topic.
Yes. We kick back with our coffee. If it has to be on
Benjamin, topic. Look, Benjamin said, would love to see if we could solve murders. That would be great.
When you said it has to be on topic, which one of the topics does it have to be on?
I don't know.
Leah, thank you so much for being here. We enjoyed it
thank you. Thank you for putting up with our shenanigans. When we reach photo challenge milestones, how do we get a sticker for it? So usually if you post in the photo challenge and you mention that you reached a milestone, AON will give you a sticker. Hi. Come on, Steven.
We went the whole show.
I know. Well, he just popped in. I think he wasn't here the whole time. I didn't see Steven the whole time.
No, we didn't talk about it once.
Mm-hmm. Nancy's going back to the challenge.
Yay!
Oh, she got a clean-a-thon. Yay, Janine! She got her clean-a-thon t-shirt. I'm wearing my my blue American Mutt one.
And I'm just enjoying genealogy at WikiTree.
Yeah, I wore that one on Wednesday, and then I wore it to work on Thursday sport, promoting WikiTree at work.
I wear WikiTree stuff out and about all the time.
Mm-hmm. I have so many of them that that's what I do.
It's like not, with my personality, I need to stand out more.
Mm-hmm. Especially in orange. Mm-hmm. We still need to find you that full orange suit, Mags. So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Mags, we need help in early Ontario if you want to assist with the challenge.
I think we got a real question too.
Where in Ontario?
So Kelly says there's been some mention on Facebook group concerning what's contacting a profile manager before you making a change or addition to an existing profile. I rarely do this and have never considered it rude. Could you weigh in and let me know how to proceed? Okay, so
I always post a note in the comments section that, hey, I'm working on this family line and I may add some sources and information to this profile. I always post that before I add or change anything.
I don't. Unless I'm going and making a really big change, disconnecting somebody, adding a relationship or something. But if I'm just going in and like adding sources or something, because it does show it in the change history of what you did, and you have the research notes. So unless you're making a really big change that could cause problems, you don't need to reach out, but you can.
I'm just that way.
Mm-hmm, everybody does it differently. You can also, if you're not, maybe if you think you should or not, if they're really an active profile manager, you could reach out to them. But if someone who's maybe not as active, it really depends on the situation. So,
I am looking, Gainsborough Township. I have never heard of it. I'm looking to see where it is. If it's in somewhere I know of, but I don't have any expertise to add for that. No, it's down in the Niagara region. So I know general stuff, but I'm not a good specific. I'll tell you who you can contact is Steve Fulton, Fulton. If you go to Ontario Ancestors on Facebook and post a question there for Steve, he'll see that and you guys can get in touch. Chris, you need Steve Fulton with Ontario Ancestors because he's down in Niagara.
So there you go.
There you go.
Look, we were productive. We did some productive question answering.
Niagara also has a good Ontario Ancestors group down there too. So,
yeah, like Benjamin says, if you're changing what people have done, you should talk to them first. But if you're just adding stuff, just do it. That's usually how I go about it. Because the idea of WikiTree is we're collaborating, we're working on ancestors together, but we also don't want to step on toes either.
Right.
There's the balance.
Yep.
And
I just try and play it safe. I figure I'm going to have less people angry at me for making changes to profiles if I just say, hey, I'm here, I'm doing stuff. Mm-hmm. I used to say, I'm here, I may be adding some stuff. If you don't like what I've done, check out the changes tab and you can revert it. But
that's what Christine said about if she puts in the research notes to the PM can edit as they wish. So I also want to mention the profile manager doesn't really own the profile either.
Nope.
They're more, as we like to call them, a curator, and they've just taken responsibility of making sure. Yeah, my mom knows about the honor code.
We should have Joe on one day.
That would be fun. And there's the learning curve. Mm-hmm. Steven says, as long as the change is okay, you should be fine. Yeah. So just assume. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Just tread carefully. You know, you have the honor code.
Be nice. Be
Yeah.
polite.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Chris Whitten say so many times, I want WikiTree to be the politest site there is.
You're welcome, Kelly. I'm glad I can answer. And yeah, some profile managers do get offended. Just assume best intentions. Be courteous. And
I've had people who have come in and done changes without doing sourcing, and I know that their changes are like internet stuff. So I contact the person instead of going, hey, you need to fix your whatever. I just say, hey, I'm aware of this, and as far as I know, it's not sourced. Do you have sourcer information? It would be great to add that. And if they don't, then I hide their information until they do.
And Bender says, it's nice to have people talking really politely to you all the time. And that's what WikiTree's all of our community. That's really what sets us apart from everybody else.
We're so polite. We're like Canadian.
That's what Christine said, channeling your inner Canadian, eh? Oops.
Cindy Engel posted yesterday that she was working on a Canadian document, or she was looking for Canadian people. And all of a sudden she finds out that they were really from Wisconsin or somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. And I posted, we are so sorry. We really didn't mean for that to happen. Is there anything we can do to make that up for you? Being overly polite Canadians.
Well, Nancy was saying that people think of their changes as criticism, but if you read the honor code, assume best intentions. So they, it's kind of tricky. So tricky waters. Well, I think we will actually go now.
No, really?
Yeah. Unless there's that was a good question.
That was a good question. Bye, Sue.
Bye, Sue. But I think I haven't actually eaten anything yet, so I think I'm gonna go and have some food.
I did. I had breakfast, and then I had M&Ms. There we go.
Yummy. Yes, please.
Here you go.
Yummy. So we will see you guys Wednesday to wrap up Devin's week, and next Saturday